mode of large number of data. In the earlier examples, what happened was that the number of data which were there was very small, right? What happens if the number of data is extremely large? Okay, so let us say that Ram had following number of candies which he eat during February. Calculate mode of this data. So, how do you do this? Okay, let's say 1, suppose this is the data. Now, one of the methods which we had obtained was we simply count the number of times each of these data appears. However, as we see, because the number of data is extremely large, it may be prone to some kind of a error. And writing all these numbers over and over again would be a problem. So to solve this problem, we draw something which is called a tally chart. This tally chart would basically have 3 columns. The first one is number of candies. Then tallies, or tally bar as we call it, and then the count. So how many candies did he had? We see that there are various variables, but it is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These are the number of variables which are there. Now in a tally bar, what happens is you start counting the numbers, taking them one by one, and putting a tally bar which is like one tally bar for each of the number. So if suppose I have 1, what I will do is I will cross 1 here and put 1 tally bar against 1. And the way you write it is that suppose you had 1 as the data. Okay, let me put it like this. So you cross 1 and put 1 here. Then when you cross the second one, you put another 1, 3, 4. When you come to the 5th, you just strike this off. This makes it easier when you do your counting. I'll explain it to you how. Okay, so let us say I'm using a different pen here, although you may not have that luxury, but just in case you have, it's always advisable. So I cross 3 here and I put 1 tally bar here. I cross 2, I put 1 here. Then I have 1. And how many 1? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I cross 1 here. I put 1 here again. So now what I have 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. The moment I cut this 5th one, I will put a cross against it. So each crossed set is a total of 5. Again for 2, cut, put, cut, put, cut 3, put 1. Then you cut 1, 4, 2, 4. You put 2 here. Cut 5, put 1, cut 3. Now again 3. So 1 here, 1, 1, 2. Then you have how many 2s? 1, 2. Now what I note here is that I already have 4 tally bar. I've cut in a 5th 2. So I put in a cross here. Again 1, 2, 3 2s. 1, 2, 3 2s. And then I have threes. 1, 3, 4. This is the fifth one, so I got it. Then I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm done with all this. So this February basically had 28 days. Let me do the counting. As I said, the idea behind crossing this is that you can count this as 1, 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, and 1. Now, I observe that 3 occurs for the maximum number of time, right? Therefore, 3 becomes my mode. And if I have to check whether the data I have is correct or not, what can I do? I can just do a sum of all these numbers. 8 plus 8 gives me 16, plus 9, 25, 27, and this gives me 28. Which means that I have done this calculation properly. So just let us recapitulate the steps. I cross a number whenever there is a larger number of data. I cross a number, I put one tally bar against it, against the observation. I cut another one, I put it here. Once I reach the fifth mark, I just cross it again to make it a one bundle. That makes it easier for me to make my counting. And that's how you calculate the mode when the number of data is large.